Dominic and I have a little bit different, I say, creative goals and creative process, but we intertwine in some ways, and that is how we both get shit done. I feel like we're both doers, as I like to call it, and a part of this podcast, video cast, workshop Wednesday, whatever this is us coming together to just check in with progress and make sure we're both progressing towards what we want to do. I don't know, really helpful for me, and like Dominic said, it's more of a accountability thing, and we don't really care who watches.
Wednesday, I want to film either a few more covers or, and I think I told you a little bit about this, but I want to do a how I wrote this is going to be one of the sub-series of the Workshop Wednesdays.
I will be more prepared next time for this next call. So those are my goals. Motorcycle, a website, and then I would love to have a cover done, but I think I'll be having company this weekend, so I don't think that'll happen in reality. But that'd be like just another like, oh, this would be dope if it happened.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How I wrote So Far Gone, mixing, Did I Hear Dare website page, undisclosed project.
Perfect.
So those are my main goals this week.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, this is it. This is the start of real life, and this is like just setting accountability goals and partners for ourselves so we can get shit done. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not been done.
So those are the things moving. Reflecting on the fact that I've been living here for 3 months. Haven't done as much as I've wanted to do, but I've done more than what I had been doing. So I'm in a place where I think that I have the ability to do.
I think that's most important, right? It's just to keep doing. I mean, yeah. We've talked about that before, so just got to keep doing.
So that's what's up.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for hopping on this call, making the time for it.
Of course. What are our goals? So
yeah, call to action.
I think we both kind of talked about what our goals are, but if we want to streamline it into a, bullet list.
Yeah, mine are just going to be an adaptation of what I already had or a continuation. So motorcycle complete, hopefully by our next call. And by complete, I mean like I want to have a clip of me riding down the street on it, or at least just right in front. Like I just want it to run. Like it runs.
Yeah.
Just need it to work well. I want to have more work done on the website. I'm not going to set the unrealistic expectation though of me finishing it. I don't know when it'll ever be truly finished, but like a good amount done, more than I have now, and just getting more pieces together with that. And then another thing that I've been, on the back burner, I'd love to do something musically, whether it is like create a more fleshed out demo or just record something in like a cover. I've been practicing a few nights this week and having some fun, but nothing recorded. So yeah, those are my 3
I
goals.
really think you should do a video of you playing an original song that you've written.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll think about it.
I'd like to see it. But also if you do a cover to start getting into it and then go from there. But I don't know, that one song you shared with me a couple months ago, I really dig. The one,
Yeah, I know. Thanks, man. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, those are my goals. How about you? Eric, actions.
Oh, real quick, another thing I've been doing is when I take my bathroom breaks at work, I've been renaming all of my voice memo recordings. Just so I know what I have.
A lot of bathroom breaks.
Because now I know, like, I have like melody 2 parentheses 23. And that's basically this one melody I wrote. It's like the 23rd time I played it. I have every version of So Far Gone I ever did in voice memos, every version of Untitled. I have like Oh Well Back to My Life, and I can see where things started to happen. And so I'm organizing that so that when I do start my Workshop Wednesday stuff, I can
Drop
know
it.
what I have, pull from it.
I would love to. I don't know, whenever this, and maybe like I said, won't go up, but or maybe just send it to me personally. But take a screenshot of your organized wish numbers, just for me. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
want to, I love that.
For those who don't know, I used to just literally say a location and a date and a number, and I had like my apartment address like number 362. But you gotta admit, I knew where most of it was.
Yes, you knew where most of my stuff were too, or the one that I did. So
So
Cool.
my goals: finish draft and send it out to some editors, friends, people I just want feedback from. Re-record the 4 covers I did from a new setup, maybe get another one done. But I'm just gonna, just in case, 4 is still great. Would love to hold a read through on Thursday, but I'm not holding my breath because even if we can get to people together, if the script's not somewhere that I want it to be, it just kind of feels not worth it.
Yeah.
To waste people's time. I'm going to finish the Did I Hear Dare page on my website.
Heck yeah.
And I'm going to work on one of my mixes a bit more.
Finish the website before the next call. I want to have the first letter from Anthony done, not necessarily out the letter 0, which I've been working on, and then hopefully the cycle reliable, which is close. So those are 3.
Awesome. I think getting all the songs into the green for lyrics, making edits to the Lemon script based on the feedback once I have it all back, which I should, and then recording those covers this week. So I think those are my 3.
So it is currently January 4th, 2022, and I know there's a lot of ambition between the both of us, creatively and in other endeavors.
All right. So goals for the next 2 weeks, right? This may be a first mentioning of this on a call, but my initial reason for moving here is to act, right? And so there are a few shows that I'm gonna do some self-tape auditions. That's some stuff that I've been doing behind the scenes, not really talking about, but with some of the things I've been learning, making these Music Monday videos, getting ready to have my setup for doing better self-tape auditions. My main goal this week is I want to get the making of, it's either going to be the making of So Far Gone video, or it's just going to be my first Workshop Wednesday, or my first Wednesday video will be just like mini time lapses of me setting up all these different setups for the videos, just kind of showing a small setup type thing. So I'm either going to launch this coming Monday, or I wouldn't be opposed to doing it when I'm with you.
It feels right with you. I think it feels right with me. Also, I just have a feeling that, like, at least on my end, I'm in a very like unclear place right now. Especially with work and stuff, which I'll get into later. But I think after that weekend, for me, would be awesome.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm bringing my equipment with me.
Yeah.
I'll show you my videos that I have.
Oh,
we can have feedback, sit around, eat some food. You know, like I'm kind of hoping to get that out of it. So and including the next 2 weeks is just having some quality time with you where we can get to some stuff that we can't when we're on these calls, or like having the tangible ability to work through stuff together.
So my 2 weeks, kind of a similar thought, was like getting content and stuff to show you / like right now it's mostly been blog posts. I've been stacking a few blog posts up, testing them with like Brennan. Jacob is another person who's read a couple. I haven't. So the goal, actually, I haven't started, but it's fine. Is starting my monthly newsletter this month. in January. Ideally, it was going to be out a few days ago, but I'm not ready to launch yet because I'm just not there yet. I don't have the content stacked up. But I can still make my January deadline as well as like 12 newsletters. So it's fine, like, yeah, you
That's where I'm at. I really wanted to hit it on January 3rd or whatever, but I just feel that I need that final pass where you and I can look at each other's stuff and get it ready.
So that gets me to my second point. I wanted to have I'm nowhere close to a decent draft of the doc, but I need to have something for you to look at and give me direction on the script, etc. I'm also working on something else, another form of media, in which I'm going to not maybe release, but create when Dominic is down here. I'm not going. Dominic knows what it is, but that'll be a different call in a couple weeks. So those are my couple week goals.
Another read through of a new draft of Lemons from even the last time I talked to you. I want to polish it now that I've come a couple weeks from it. I'm going to submit it to a few competitions. Some of the same ones I submitted my really crappy first draft to last year.
Yeah, I love it.
Second, musical Engagement Island. I've worked on a few songs. I want to have a full out script by summer.
Full out script by summer?
Yep.
Dude, hell yeah.
My next goal is just to have consistently put up content by the schedule that I'd like. I would ideally like to have an album done in a few months, but that will take a lot of discipline and me really finessing some logic skills that I've been trying to work on. If worst case, Engagement Island script pushed back a bit, if album gets pushed back, but like right now my goal is April for the album, because I would love when I'm with you, play through the songs, tell you about them a bit, the ones that you don't know, but you know most of them in some capacity. But yeah, I think that. And then also just I would love to be in some sort of production here in New York before the end of 2022 in some capacity. Even if it's a community theater, small playhouse, just I'd love to do some sort of form of live theater again.
Another thing we talked about, which I will talk about in my new form of media next week, is like, dude, this is hard. I don't know. I think I just struggle with I struggle with working a full-time job 8 hours a day and then like having the energy and strength to, well, one, keep myself physically in shape somehow. That takes like an hour or so. And then also like wanting to pursue more creative endeavors in hopes to make it a full-time job, Yeah, better life balance is really priority right now. In the creative realm, I'd love to at least have a single this year. I think it's definitely doable. I have a couple songs. Dude, an EP this year would be dope. But the thing
is, you better do that one.
Yeah.
That one I like.
There's, I think I can do that. I'd like to just get it out there and make sure it exists. So that's on the music side. I have my other form of media that I'm very excited about. I think it'll be easier for me. I think I'm decent at it. So that'll be fun. And then improve my writing. I guess the two other veins is like, if I can get 12 blog posts this year, hopefully more blog posts, and then 12 newsletters, as well as like some YouTube videos, I'll be a happy person. Like that is enough for me. Goals for me, if I can get in another job position, I'll be able to have more time to allocate to creative stuff. That's been my primary focus for now, and that's just been taking up a lot of bandwidth. So I'm very excited for that. Intentions, that's my intention, and also just getting Sync Work Sunday to run on its own.
My main goals are prepare for a cabaret I'm gonna do that I'll use that video for Music Monday. I've been working on Did I Hear What episode 4, and I want to get Jake's input on how we can finish some of the other video projects that we have, if either we want to go halvesies or if I got permission to full send finishing all of them.
I believe, and you can probably, since you edited the last one, attest. I have minimal updates on my end, but the biggest thing was on the last call, I said that I wanted to get a new job. That was the main goal and taking up a lot of my focus. And as you saw here on my whiteboard in Austin, that was a main task number one, I'd say. And I'd like to say that we achieved that. I'm in a new position that is remote. I'm actually, and then I'm also working like a consulting gig for a climate tech firm, which is cool. So I have a little bit of two things going on, and I like it. So hopefully this call, I can make some new goals creatively, and I'll have more to share on the next.
Should we hit goals before? I know we're about to start a SyncWorks Sunday call, so we might have some people jump on in.
Yes, great call. Yeah, for me, I think it's just getting organized and getting back on my feet with the creative grind. Dominic made some comments on my creative tracker. I have an episode of a podcast that I'm editing. Shouldn't be too hard. That's what I'm doing with the sync work, I think, today, as well as Die Who Dare or Die Who Dare documentary episode 3. And those are like my April projects. And I hope to come back on this call at the end of the month and have some progress on a podcast and an episode 3. That's all.
Be awesome. Yeah.
How about you?
My goals are those big projects. So finishing the concerts. Did I hear what? I would love, both of us will probably finish our Did I Hear What episode around the same time, and then, space those out easily. But this is really going to be the time that I'm going to cut songs from my album, and I've come up with some new ones. I came up with this one the other day. Home Sweet Nowhere is a concept I'm working with right now, which I think would be a cool song. But yeah. And then infrastructure for podcasts. The big podcast I want to work on is things are coming to fruition, and I'm writing a sci-fi comedy pilot script right now too. So yeah, and really finding more live performance opportunities is my goal. I think going more into May, but looking for things this month to be able to jump in on. Since we last talked, I'm really proud of all your blog posts on your website. I think that every single one you've put has been great, and I'm really excited for the next ones. And I hope we get one soon. Yeah.
Thank you, man. I hope so. I hope so too, because I miss writing them. They also just take a lot of mental energy and time, which I love. But yeah.
Just to pry for a goal for you, what's your timeline for wanting to record your first solo song?
Yeah, man. Well, it's funny you say live shows. So actually, someone will be, I think next weekend, I'm having a guitar and a / drummer. We might be buying a drum set for the garage. One, I think I'm going to make the garage a DIY space for smaller bands, open mics, and honestly, just for me to record and Brennan. Timeline for me to record, if I can do something by the end of, I know we're not in school or so summer is not a thing, but like by the end of summer, something, a single would be dope. The thing is, like, I really like playing live, so it's in construction. We'll see. By the end of summer, something will be out. I don't know what that will look like, but yeah. No, thanks for asking.
Well, I hope you get opportunities for live stuff, and maybe we can hit up somewhere if you come into Columbus in July, or when I come out to Austin next.
Dude, that would be dope. We could just put up a set list and then bring the house down. Bring an open mic down or a coffee shop down. That'd be sick.
I'm excited, dude. I listened to the one song that you were working on a while ago. I listen to it all the time, and I think you got some good ones in the holster that I think should see the light of day soon. Like, thinking about Send Regards, how like the mix is not dissimilar from the one I had when you came to visit in October, but it's been very small changes and stuff. But I finally just had to put my foot on the gas, because I think I would have never released anything if I didn't just go, you know what, I need to find somebody to mix this, and I'm gonna do it, because I think perfectionism, especially, I think music is the hardest thing to put out because it's so personal and nothing ever sounds the way you want it to, ever.
May I think is going to be the month. Here are my goals, right? I want to get a first draft out of this, one of the new shows that I'm writing, as well as the second episode of Lemons. I started working on that a couple weeks ago in a little bit more of a focused capacity. And episode really focuses on Marcus in the beginning and end, which I'm excited about. I know I've talked briefly about like a few of the characters and how a few of the read throughs pointed out some, characters that didn't get enough attention. And then the second episode is really going to be focused on those characters because it's really tough to introduce that many fully formed characters in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea that the characters that we don't get the full story of, we make our assumptions about them, and then those assumptions are kind of, flipped on their head, so to speak. So basically, two writing projects. I want to have drafts completed by May 31st. I'm going to record covers the like Music Mondays for the next month and a half, 2 months, this week and maybe next week. One of the new Workshop Wednesday categories. So, I have the making of, I have our Workshop Wednesday calls, and then I have like the music or the reels. Another one I'm going to introduce is called Free Write. And that's going to be me going to, there's this piano studio in my work building. And after work, I'm going to go in there for 30 minutes and just try to come up with stuff and record it.
Dude, Free Write sounds sick.
I thought that'd be something you'd enjoy.
Yeah. That reminds me of you and I going into the practice rooms.
Yes,
and
that's exactly the
playing.
vibe that I want. Yeah. I'm going to do like 2 or 3 of those before the end of the phase. So speaking of music, so right now I have a single in the process of being mixed. Longer process than I'd like. That's kind of changed the what I'd say my reach goal that I had of having like an album. I think I'm way more now in an EP is going to be what's attainable by the end of, maybe it's just 4 songs, maybe it's 5, but I want to have something. Luckily, some of these extra songs might not go to waste because they're rumors that Did I Hear Dare might put some music together this summer.
Yeah, those are exciting rumors. As an interested party, I am very excited, and I hope that it happens.
Did I Hear Dare, or Did I Hear What episode 4 will be my editing project of choice when I don't have anything else to edit. So that's kind of because I've finished all the concerts. I'm just touching up the final house show that we did.
We'll see if we get another Workshop Wednesday in before then, but if not, it'll probably be a similar, wow, May flew by. So just buckle up. Like something I'd like to get out sooner, and you and I will connect on probably this week just to get the edits done. It's just getting the podcast out there. Similar to kind of maybe how you feel about having music on Spotify and streaming. It's just like, I just want it out there. Like it's good. I like the stuff we talked about. It's just, it takes, just takes effort and time. And everything's almost done. Just need to fix some audio and some cut stuff. Then the doc, and then the goal, man, I just really missed writing blogs and newsletter stuff. The last week I scheduled in writing time, and it was really good. Like first thing in the morning, just get brain dump and get things out. And got a couple.
Is that before your morning walk?
After morning walk, and then I have an hour, 45 minutes of writing time. I just like sit down and just write, and that's it. Have a cup of coffee and go. But yeah, have a couple blog posts, and I might change up the newsletter a bit, actually. And I don't know what it's going to be like, but we're figuring it out. I just have things, and it's like I want to keep creating, but then I know I have to come back and edit those creations to make them actual blog posts and newsletters. So it's just balancing that. Music wise, I've been jamming with a friend named Kyle. He plays the drums, but we don't have a drum set, so he got a guitar and Brennan. And the last 2-3 Fridays, we've just been jamming in the living room, mostly in the garage though. And I don't know, it's been fun, really fun. And we'll see what happens. We're very lighthearted, very like getting used to playing with musicians again. And next Friday, I invited another pianist. He's really good. And he's also kind of a singer, songwriter type guy. And we're gonna make 3 song sets and we're all gonna go up and just like perform to each other, make sure we get reps in stage performance. I need to shake off the rust in those so I can go to open mics, but also like Brennan and Kyle, and even Dan's performed a little bit, but like it'll be good just to get reps.
Getting through that, yeah.
And on
That's
the
awesome.
PA system and a microphone, so, and in the garage, which I love. Like it's
You better film that. I want to see that. I want to see a little bit of that.
Will do. I'll make to film it. So yeah, music is going well, and then the rumor with the Did I Hear Dare stuff is very, very exciting.
Yeah, the rumors.
I'm gonna perform He Said, She Said, and I'm gonna perform a cover of I'll Try Anything Once by Julian Casablancas, which I really like, on guitar and not piano. But I have learned it on the keys. I was playing earlier today.
The guy from Daft Punk.
Alrighty, for my goals this month, I will hopefully follow this plan that Dominic has lovely made out. As you can see, yesterday or 2 days ago, the first draft of the script is due, and it is right here. So I'm gonna still leave that yellow because Dominic and I will review this after, and he'll give me some input and some changes. It's pretty rough still, but that leads me to next weekend. I will have the interview clips to match what I have in the script. Again, I need to confirm with the Did I Hear Dare historian on some things. But yeah, follow this out, and by the next by the next workshop Wednesday, I would love to show like a teaser, maybe just the intro of the doc. I think that'd be good. I think that'd be a good point. So you heard it here now.
Too.
By the next workshop Wednesday, I will have another newsletter out. I'm excited for that, and another blog post. I will be in Austin by then, so I'll have better internet, and we'll make sure this call will hopefully be of higher quality. But
yeah, I think my main goals are hoping I get a call back and carry that through. If not, learn from this audition and adjust for the next ones to do better. I think make sure phase 2 is prepared enough to launch it, because I also have to think ahead. If I'm rehearsing 5 days a week, I gotta make sure, and that's why honestly the shorter phase is better for me, because I know it's attainable. I've recorded all of the music that is in front of the curtain, at least maybe a few others, and then the rest are singing and piano covers, and that's to make sure that I get back into that as well. I'd also love to possibly work on some more music for our ongoing life project, as we might need more.
Yeah.
The other main goal is, I just want to do more that I can add to the website and to my featured Friday. Like, my mental space is changing. That featured Friday, I want to fill that up with new things that I do, So that's kind of the goal, is like the philosophy of I want to do new things and be a part of more things. think besides writing a musical, which still is hit or miss, I'm on track for most of my goals that I kind of set for myself at the beginning of the year. And I can't wait to do a follow-up on that, maybe by the end of the year, our last workshop Wednesday for phase 2, and kind of talk about like, what did we accomplish and what did we learn about ourselves?
I don't want to put more on your plate, but I think something that would be really cool is for the last workshop Wednesday of the year, we just play the first workshop Wednesday of the year, and kind of do like a react video, but also it's like we can make, we're not like the whole 30 minutes, right? Just like to the end of the call where we state our intentions for the year, and see what happens. I think that'd be super sick. I also feel like I need to remember what I said. I feel like it's been mostly the same, but I know priorities have shifted a little bit, you know, in terms of.
No, we'll have to
creative
watch
goals, but-
all 13 previous workshop Wednesdays straight through, and then it'll be the longest long form one on the channel because it'll be the length of all of the previous ones combined.
Luckily, luckily we have a workshop Wednesday historian who's going to put all of that content together.
Where is he?
My main 2 goals, just until the next time, is getting the 3 Did I Hear Dare songs to the point for us to record our vocals and whatever work I need to do in between there, and to make sure that my performance in the show is great. So those are really my 2 focuses. So like, even though I'm going to start this phase 2 or whatever, like it's like it's not even
quest.
on the list, but I have almost enough done that it'll be, I'm hoping it'll be like a mindless chore now that I basically almost have all of it done, that like in between work and rehearsal, I'll just do a free write, you know, like, and like I'll edit or I'll do it, you know, but, and then if we do these workshop Wednesdays, I'll, you know, hit the goal. Like we actually pushed off doing this call just because this wasn't a priority. Honestly, the only reason I decided to do it, I was like, A, I just need to start phase 2 and just do it so that I just finish it. But B, I really wanted to do a catch up of like, you know, a lot has happened. And if we waited till too close to when we're together, you know, I
Yeah.
feel like this is good spacing. Like we have another month and then, so.
Good, and I'm proud of us for pivoting too. I think that's the, maybe again, if other people watch this, it's like we're not perfect either. Definitely not me. I procrastinate a lot of things, but like we're still moving, we're still making progress, and that is the main thing. I feel like
Yeah,
as long as
it's
one
not
thing
always
happens-
this. Sometimes it's, but we just don't want to go backwards.
Yep.
I think with everything, but good stuff. Your newsletters have been great since last we spoke. I love seeing that every month. Hoping
Thanks.
to see, you know, see more, whether it be new blog posts soon or, you know, but you're a great writer. You have a great voice and really great to read your stuff. So
learning from the best, Dominic. I'm hoping that the writing will bleed into other things as well, but I think for some reason the newsletters and the blogs have been the best outlet like just for me to write on paper rather than writing
think
a
it's-
story or a script.
you're starting from a point where it's you about you.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see you coming through in like a sketch or a scene or a pilot or a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like you have it. Like that's one of the next steps for you. Like whether that's soon or way later, that like pushing the boundaries of your writing to see how your voice fits.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
look
the
out.
documentary is a great place to start that because it is you, but there's a hyper fictionalized / group aesthetic / what's the story you want to present. And so I think it'll be really fascinating. But
Yeah, it's all building, it's all connected. As for goals to wrap up, I think newsletter just every month is something that like I want to, it's once a month, right? Like, so I can be consistent on it. I am going to be consistent on it. And it's just like, for the most part, it's been fun. But like, I think last month I crunched a little bit and I was like, oh, Yeah, it's a weird month where the end of the month isn't like on the weekend, it's in the middle of the week. It's due tomorrow. I just crunched it out. But anyway, so newsletter, main goal, secondary goal is, did I hear our doc? Again, like taking it lightly, taking it at my own pace, but just consistency with that. I think I get into like, I work on it for 4 hours and then I don't work on it for a long time. And then I just like, it just, the momentum, the progress is not there and I go backwards. And then lastly, I think I'm now with this freedom, I've been looking into new instruments as well. And I think I'm going to put a few more chips into the music bucket, not only for myself personally, because I enjoy it, but also like, so that when October comes, I can be sharp on my game and ready to record everything as best as I can when I'm in New York. So.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
Let's wrap this thing up before Dominic has more to do. Alrighty, so the next couple weeks, what I would like to do, so something I haven't done, and I know it's gonna bite me in the butt 10 times or whatever, is the documentary. Dominic and I, we did have a good stretch of me actually putting it together in pieces that, I don't know, like I was actually doing it consistently for about a week, and then we were like, oh shoot, I need to focus my attention on getting guitar in for Cooper and learning and practicing vocals for New York. So instead of doing the doc, I sat in my closet and just sang the songs. I sent Dominic a video, something similar that he would have done. It's just like 3 cameras and just singing to myself in the closet. Anyway, my 2 goals are have some more on the doc. I think with the Thanksgiving break as well as Christmas break, I'll have some time off from work, and I hope I don't have anything else to do because I'm working on the website. I'll have 1 newsletter. I should, that will be a priority. The other priority that actually supersedes that is I think next week Cooper is going to have a mix down of one of our songs, and by the 20th, I need to send some just updated guitar takes.
For 2 of the other songs.
Yeah. So updated guitar, number 1. Number 2, it's going to be newsletter because I'm going to procrastinate and it's going to be, but anyway, that's going to be that. And then documentary, those are my 3 things. Dominic.
All right, my 3 things, getting a few more free writes in. I think contributing to that P space now is going to be exciting. Looking into the next phase of equipment. And 4, I think really getting the website to a place that I'm really happy with. And last thing is finishing out the phase and really thinking about what next phase will be.